It's that time of the month again. It is time for the April 2024 previews. We're going to do DC and Marvel separately and then the big book separately. Don't have an IDW or any other special catalog this month. But let's jump into it. I was working with a dual camera setup, but apparently I can only run one camera at a time, I guess. The dual camera will only work if I do like a zoom. And my zoom year is up, so I can't record with my zooms on just a free zoom. So let's see what DC has to offer this month. We got Batman Gotham by Gaslight. Some interesting looking images. Nice cover there. The new era of Elseworlds kicks off with the return of its crown jewel. The mysterious and gothic world originated by Brian Augustyn and Mike Mignola. When a mysterious meteor falls on the wide open plains of the Midwest, it will unleash a chain of events that find Gotham's bizarre Batman contending with not just the twin threats of the Catwoman and a mysterious international assassin, but also the emergence of superhuman beings beyond all comprehension. This sequel series expands the 19th century DC universe beyond the confines of Gotham City, showcasing bold new visions of once familiar heroes. Do not miss it. Yeah, written by Andy Daigle, art and cover by Leandro Fernandez. And you got some variant covers out there. We got DC versus Marvel Omnibus. If you want to get back into that storyline from, I believe they did the crossovers back in 90s. I could be wrong. It says in 1976, the big two in comics made pop culture history by pitting their most popular heroes, Superman and the Amazing Spider-Man, against each other. The success of this one-shot comic paved the way for future collaborations between the House of Ideas and the distinguished competition, ushering in a new age of intercompany crossover events that boasted some of the industry's biggest writers and artists. You got a DC vs. Marvel, the Amalgam Age Omnibus. So if you like the goofier versions of those characters. DC Pride 2024 #1. Yeah. Let's see. Dreamer makes a first-time pilgrimage to her ancestral planet. Neltor, Poison Ivy, and Janet from HR go spore hunting on Port World. Superman John Kent gets the boys together for a night out in A-Town. But things go sideways when the Ray vanishes into thin air. Steel, Natasha Irons works up the courage to face Tracy 13 at the Oblivion Bars party for the first time since they broke up. Aquaman Jackson Hyde catches an unexpected ride to the Fourth World just in time for their annual Love Festival. All this and more. And good variety of collaborators working in these books. Of course, the one I'm picking up is the DC Pride, a celebration of Rachel Pollack, #1. This is in the 90s. Rachel did the impossible. She raised the bar for surprise and strangeness in her beloved run following Grant Morrison's career-making Doom Patrol. This one-shot reprints the debut of the iconic Coagula, DC's first transgender superhero from Doom Patrol #70, along with the long unavailable one-shot Vertigo Visions The Geek, with superstar artist Michael Allred. And in a final original short story, Rachel's most beloved creation, Kate Godwin, aka Coagula, returns to the spotlight in Tale of Triumph over Death Itself. Written by Joe Corallo. I'm looking forward to seeing some new Geek stuff. I really like that character. really hope we get to see him come back again and do some more stuff. Got your ongoings here, which I don't really get into them unless it's one that really grabbed me that I'm following at the moment or heard something about. Lots of Batman, Birds of Prey, Catwoman, Penguin, Red Hood, Batman, Superman, World's Finest. Yeah, My Adventures with Superman #1. Flying from the screen to the page, it's Superman! Picking up from the explosive end of Season 1, Clark's about to spend Christmas alone in Metropolis, though he's feeling a bit down and out. A tip about a monster in the sewers sends Superman, Lois, and Jimmy into action, but what is the monster that can absorb anything it touches? And why is it here in Metropolis? Done by Josie Campbell, Pablo M. Collar, Carly Squitieri, and some variant covers. Wonder Woman, Action Comics, Superman. It's kind of a cool cover. It's got Superman kind of turning Matrixy. All the ones and zeros behind his flesh. I like that too. I like that Power Girl motorcycle there, the Dragon, oops, I suppose you don't see it, the Dragon motorcycle, Dragon bike. It's kind of cool looking. Sinister Sons, Zod, The Flash, Titans, Green Arrows, Green Lantern, Shazam, Blue Beetle, Justice Society, Batman 89. That's kind of interesting cover for the Boy Wonder. Cat's trying to get into his hole. He's got a little cupboard where I leave the bottom shelf for him with a blanket back in the corner so he can crawl in there to get away from everybody. That's John Constantine, Hellblazer, Dead in America run. I didn't jump on it because I wanted to see how far it would go and then possibly trade it out, but looks like it might be going for a while. I'm not sure if this is the final issue or not yet, but we got Zatanna bring down the house. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Please put your hands together for Zatanna Zatara. The greatest entertainer in the crappiest hotel and casino of Las Vegas. Not that the ritzier spots on the strips haven't come calling, of course, but since a devastating instance of magic gone wrong that forever changed the course of her childhood, Zatanna would much rather live out her days as a top hat and fishnets wearing sleight of hand stage act than bother with real magic. These days, she doesn't think much of the past at all. That is, until an interdimensional vortex cracks open during Zatanna's act, and a terrifying demon crawls out to kill her. If she hopes to survive the horrors that follow it, she'll need to take herself and her power seriously for the first time in a long time. And fast. Because when it comes to your past, you can run, but you can't hide forever. Some fun magician-style imagery there. Harleen and Harley. The strange case of Harleen and Harley. Someone decided that they're going to lay down on my book. So at least I can still read this part, so I'll read that before I move them. When Harleen signs up to participate in a clinical research trial with her girlfriend Pamela, her only goals are extra cash and a chance to control her anxiety. But what she gets instead are increasingly larger gaps in her memory, and stolen mementos from some guy named Jack. Jack of Hearts, I would assume. Harleen discovers she's sharing her life with Harley. Take no prisoners. Who cares about attendance? Maybe we ought to save the... Now he's trying to get the camera. Where was I again? Maybe we ought to save the bunnies kind of girl. She is the opposite of Harleen in every way, and although she's throwing Harley's life completely off track, maybe she ain't so bad either. Got Melissa Marr and Jen St. Ong on this one. You're not gonna work up here, kitty cat. You just don't. You don't fit in there. You gotta stay out of the way. Yeah, images look interesting, kind of high schoolish feel to it. Got that storyline feel to me, but I'd like to know more about well, I want to say Jack of Hearts, but they got diamonds all over the place on here. I'm pretty sure it's Jack of Hearts, not unless there is a separate Jack of Diamonds. I don't know. They probably got. I suppose they did have the Queen character and all the different flunkies that ran around with her. Batman, Robin, and Howard had a reprint, and now they have a new book out by Jeffrey Brown, Summer Breakdown. Damian Howard and Howard are teaming up to face an all-new mastermind villain who is ready to demolish their favorite soccer spot. Summer is in session, and that means all the neighborhood patrols, soccer games, and snacks the boys can handle. But things take an unexpected turn when a new group of heroes, known as the Hero Club, approach Damian and Howard with an unusual offer, an invitation to help unmask the corporation planning to build a recycling factory in their favorite park. Together, they hope to recruit the help of Metropolis's favorite reporter. If that weren't enough, Batman has been acting strangely and disappearing for stretches of time. Little cats just squirming all over. And there are ninja everywhere. What could possibly go wrong? Get ready for this laugh out loud sequel from the beloved Jeffrey Brown. You want to sit up? Yeah. You can't lay on my pages though. Not when I'm reading them. It's kind of hard to turn the pages with you on top of it. Looks like Scooby-Doo's got a day at the lake going for fishing and floating down a lazy river. Seems like just the getaway Mystery Incorporated needs after running from ghosts all week, but their weekend trip is cut short when the tranquil waters are threatened by a multi-headed hydra. I like to check out the Scooby-Doo Where Are Yous. I pick them up if it's a story I really want to check out. And then same with the Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries. I followed the first 2 volumes, but they kept putting out more and more volumes, so now I'm just picking and choosing which stories I wanted to get into, and this one looks like it's another mystery hunt for the gang, and Batman's got them trapped in prison, so something's going on with the Bat. And Mad Magazines, if you haven't seen these new versions, there is a ton of wonderful comic-related stuff inside of these. Lots of comic parodies, and it just feels like there's more stuff to them than they used to have. And it's not bad because, well, this one's a facsimile reprint of the first issue of Mad. So that's just a facsimile edition, but the ongoing run is what I was talking about. They have newer issues coming out currently, and they're just a blast. I like the way they got them laid out. Yeah, Batman and Robin Volume 1, Father and Son, Blue Beetle Volume 1, Scarab War, Green Lantern, War Journal Volume 1, Contagion, Fire and Ice, Welcome to Smallville. So if you missed any of those roughly 6-issue runs, you can pick them up in trade now. Yeah, Superman Lost, Batman Wayne Family Adventures, Volume 5, Nightwing Year 1, 100 Bullets, Brother Lono, the deluxe edition. I have some 100 Bullets stuff, but never read it yet. I'll have to check those out. But yeah, That looks like the Excitement Swamp Thing. That's a nice omnibus if you're into that character. You can pick that up. I wouldn't mind having it in my collection, but Suicide Squad. But yeah, that's it for this one. Oh yeah, okay, I was going to say, I didn't know there was a new Suicide Squad game out other than the Kill the Justice League, and then it's written in there real lightly. It's one I've been wanting to check out. Let's see if I can get it on my Xbox. I suppose I'll probably be getting Game Pass this in a couple months anyways, so then I'm sure it'll be on there. But yeah, that's it for DC. And we'll get back with some Marvel sometime soon. So keep an eye out. Rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend, help us out. And keep following Under the Color of MS. Check out Crimson Color Comic Club. And we'll be back with more stuff soon. Bye.